Hi, Doug Merrifield here with your Lake Gaston, Pea Hill Team Realtors September market update, sharing the answer to the most frequent question that we hear: so how's the real estate market at Lake Gaston? Now that September 2021 numbers are in, let's get right to the answer. Year to date, Lake Gaston real estate sales amounted to $175 million, 16% ahead of last year. Waterfront homes were 77%, the lion's share of that volume. Off-water homes amounted to about 10% of total sales. Waterfront lots represented about 11%. And off-water lots represented less than 2% of total sales, although there is a significant call out on this sliver of the market that I'll talk about in just a moment. So given the magnitude of waterfront home sales, 77% of the total, or $135 million, understanding what's happening and what's driving trends in this segment of the market will provide context that we need to understand the market overall. So let's take a quick deep dive into the lake on what's happening with waterfront homes. While this number is $15 million ahead of where we were last year, for background, it's important to note that this increase was driven by exceptional momentum last year that carried into the first 6 months of this year, when we were up $30 million as of June. What happened to that lead versus last year? Essentially, slow waterfront home sales in the third quarter eroded half of the increase. In fact, in September, only 17 homes were sold, less than half of the 40 homes that were sold last September. This continues a trend that we've been watching this quarter. After selling more homes in the first half of 2021 compared to last year, monthly sales have been lagging behind last year each month since June, a consistent 4-month trend. Based on this trend, we believe that full year sales will be well below the 325 homes that changed hands last year. So what's going on? Quite simply, fewer sales are the result of a short supply. Personally, I know this is true for us. In fact, for most of the third quarter, we had to tell some home shoppers that we may not have a particular home that they're looking for. And with so few homes on the market, maybe 5 homes, 10 homes on the entire 30 plus miles of Lake Gaston, successful shoppers had to act quickly to snag a home this year. In a nutshell, there were simply way more buyers waiting for homes than sellers willing to sell them during the third quarter. This is great news for Lake Gaston waterfront home sellers, since the shortage of supply drove the average price of a waterfront home up 30%. In September, prices were up 36% versus last year. So the message is clear, and it's a great time to be a seller, and buyers are still encouraged by low borrowing costs and the chance to purchase a home before home prices head even higher next year. And for buyers waiting for lower prices next year, check out this visual with statistics from experts in the real estate industry. While the rate of price increase is expected to cool off next year, prices are still expected to increase nationally by an average of 5.2%. I've seen some long-term trends that continue those types of increases well into the future over coming years. For off-water homes, trends are very similar to waterfront homes, with only 13 homes sold this year in September versus the 20 sold last year. Prices were up over 25% so far this year. For waterfront lots, with the average price of a waterfront lot remaining about the same as last year, demand is robust. However, it's worth noting that while there are more than 100 lots currently on the market, the supply of lots with good views and gentle slopes of deep water is very limited. Off-water lots are faring much better. I think a lack of supply in other categories may be driving some shoppers to pick from an abundant supply of off-water lots. In fact, the number of lots sold increased by about 70%, and the average selling price of those lots is up 90%, about $25,000 versus $15,000 last year. So there you have it. If you'd like to receive more updates like this one, click the like or subscribe on YouTube. If you've ever considered selling your Lake Gaston home, now may be the time. If you'd like to talk about the potential selling price of your home or how our cutting-edge marketing and selling strategies could work for you, give me a call. Your thoughts and questions are always welcome. And until next time, I hope to see you on the lake.